Welcome back, everybody, to what could well be the final, well, second to last match of WPC Western Dota action. This could also be the beginning of a four-way tiebreaker. It comes down to Fnatic versus Cloud9, and the stage is set. Empire went 1-1 in all four of their matches, and for purposes of tiebreakers, you get 1 point for each map win. So if you win a series 2-0, you get 2 points, but in terms of tiebreakers, teams that have more wins have the edge over teams that have less wins. So Empire has 0 wins to their name, thus they lose any tiebreaker with the team that has at least 1 win if the points are equal. So Empire is out of the discussion. What remains are 4 teams: Fnatic, Cloud9, Empire, as well as Dogma. If one of these teams win the series 2-0, then it's Alliance and Dogma who are tied for second place. The winner of this match can go to Shanghai with the 2-0 win, and then Alliance and Dogma would play a tiebreaker to see who the second team is. However, should this series go 1-1, then the stage is set for a 4-way tie between those 4 teams I just mentioned, and at that point, we go to tiebreakers. I don't think they'll be tonight. It's already rather late in Europe, but yeah, it could be a long day tomorrow for sure with a 4-way tiebreaker potentially in the works. So anyway, with that being said, I'll welcome in my co-caster for this game. He is Lysander. How you doing, buddy?
I'm trying to purge the drunkenness that I had in the previous game, but I think I'm better now. Looking forward to more Isama as well as Fnatic. Something I want to talk about is, one, he's picked up another waifu. I wasn't wrong. Number 2, it always seems to work out better for him when I so-called hate on him or call him out, whereas when Lumi hates on him, he actually falls apart. Remaining. So Lumi seems to have an effect on him, whereas I just empower his holiness.
Well, the anime lovers have to stick together, and Lumi is not showing proper respect for a comrade when he does so. You're not really an anime guy. You're like a half anime guy.
I'm not an anime guy at all.
You lack commitment, Lysander.
Yeah, I don't even watch anime.
Well, then that's even worse. That's just embarrassing. You're a disgrace. Yeah. But no, just kidding. Either way, Cloud9 versus Fnatic. Result is whoever wins this game is 1 game away from a guaranteed trip to WPCA. So it's a huge amount of on the line for both teams. The unfortunate thing for both teams, however, is if they tie 1-1, then they've got to like reset, go directly through tiebreakers. And if a team loses this 2-0, they're out of the running. So game 1 will be important, but game 2 is really where we put all the chips on the table. So let's see who secures themselves at least tiebreaker matches. Winner of this guaranteed to go to tiebreakers and potentially to just punch their ticket to Shanghai. And, well, on the Radiant side, it's going to be a first overall pick of the Naga Siren for Cloud9. They did run it as a support yesterday, so we don't know if it's the Rat Naga, but it's definitely possible. Fnatic replies with the Chen Luna, something that Cloud9 seemed to like to do. And now we'll see a Crystal Maid in the pickup. So bans were all completely standard, with I think the one sort of twist being that the Wisp was removed. And after seeing what Fnatic have done game after game with Tiny Wisp, I think it's just a very smart ban.
Yeah, you just don't want to give Tony over. And we have No Tails Chen, which is something rather pleasing to see. I think No Tails Chen is very well known. I think he was playing Chen just now against Alliance. Was he? Yeah, he was, right?
For who?
Fnatic. No Tail was playing Chen against Alliance.
10 seconds remaining.
I believe.
Yeah, he played Chen.
And he hit some pretty good micros. I think he stomped on Arke, preventing the Grave. I think that was one big play as well. Yes. No Tail is one of those Chen players you just want to look out for. The Big Daddy. Still waiting for that day where he picks up the carry role as Meepo, and Era will do the back rubbing as a support. But
yeah, no massage boys. They're not in house together, so they'll have to do it. They'll have to do it over the internet for now. But yeah, you've got your Mirana ban from Fnatic, standard Sing Sing ban. So it almost looks like, I mean, he could still go to the side lane. So they don't really know how this Naga will be used, which makes banning against them a bit more difficult. Again, it could well be a support. And with a Crystal Maiden pick, it's a hero that can go into the jungle and give space to the Naga to take the stacks and get some farm later on. When they ran the Naga support, Pilot actually transitioned into a carry. He went for like a, I think it was 25, maybe it was like a 30-minute Radiance, something like that. And unfortunately, EE had also gone for a 20-minute Midas on a Shadow Fiend, and they just never had enough farm to go around and ended up losing that game anyway.
Oh, I think Luna is one of Era's heroes, and he does play that a lot, I think, along with Lifestealer. Ooh, Trian. I like Treant actually.
Radiant
It's a very clever pickup against the Naga Siren. I talked about this the other day. I'm not sure if it was to you or Gods. I was suggesting that Treant be picked up more because against the chipping kind of lineup that teams like to draft nowadays, like the Naga Siren, she just sends the illusions at your tower, and when Terrorblade eventually makes it to the game as well, he's gonna do the same thing. Send illusions at your tower and eventually just wear it down. And that's where the
10
Treant Protector
seconds
can actually
remaining.
do well, because you push back the push, yeah, you force back the push, and
5
then you're living up
seconds
up
remaining.
your tower, and that makes it rather tough for the tower to be worn down that way, and giving your carries more time to farm and then
Reserve
break
time.
out the gates. And by delaying a tower push, you actually make it really good for your team to not lose a goal advantage early. So I think the Treant is a nice pickup here.
Yeah, it's good at just stalling, and it also can be just it can back up an aggressive push in the mid game as well. So, Fnatic going Tree Chen, they've got a lot of heals headed their way. They can, like you said, just kind of trade and stall, or they can look to use this tree and in the mid game just try and punch a hole in the Cloud9 defenses. I wonder what we're going to see for Hani. That's really going to tell us what kind of a draft they have in mind. Nyx gets picked up. That should be Trixie's hero.
Radiant
But we
team
still don't know the key question. What kind of a game do they want to play? The Invoker's out for Cloud9. And for Hani, in terms of what he's played, we've seen him on Naga, Ember occasionally, Puck, probably the most likely hero that we'd see from him at this point, because they need a little more damage. They need a little bit of everything, really. An initiator, some crowd control. And Puck probably fits the bill in multiple accounts there. So I'm thinking they'll go Puck, but well, we're not
10
sure yet.
seconds remaining.
Oh, Invoker.
5
Yes, Sing
seconds
Sing Invoker.
remaining.
Is it safe lane Invoker though? If they play carry Naga, it
Reserve
could
time.
be a mid lane Naga for EE.
Yes, it's still just an open question. Like, it could be a mid Invoker, support Naga, or it could be a Naga mid, and that just makes it very difficult for Fnatic to decide how to approach the draft.
I mean, their lanes are pretty set at this point. I think Treant, he can go off lane, but Nyx is probably going to take up that role. And the Treant Protector is going to be the pickup here for defense against Luna. And this Clockwork pick
Fnatic's
actually really
turn
good,
to
because
ban.
Luna is one of those short range heroes. So if you lock her down with Clockwork, you can actually take her off the fight for a decent amount of time. And you can actually lock her Eclipse in place as well. I don't know how that sounds to you, but
10
you lock her in place,
seconds
the Eclipse
remaining.
doesn't spread over to the rest of your fight. Maybe the Clockwork evaporates
5
as a result,
seconds
but
remaining.
it is still a pretty good hero. And do we see a Dazzle here? That's the last pick.
Reserve
For
Because
Cloud9,
for
you're thinking.
Cloud9, yeah. Do they play it? Dazzle?
It just depends on whether this is a support Naga or not, really, I think. If it's a support Naga, then I guess we'll see something else. Either farming for Envy. Yeah, probably farming for Envy at that point, and then Sing Sing Invoker mid. So I'm just not sure. We're just going to have to see what the last pick is. Even now, Cloud9, it's not 100% set how they look to play the Naga.
10 seconds remaining.
It's a pretty good way to draft. If you can get inside your opponent's heads
5
enough, like
seconds
all those games where they ran support Naga in the past, most other team, like if EG pick Naga, you know 100% it's going to RTZ mid, but with Cloud9, you've always got in the back of your head, maybe Pylai Die plays it, and Fnatic think it is a support Naga, so they ban out the Morph lane. Let's see if they're onto something here.
It's what makes DK really hard to play against as well, because they are just so flexible in terms of their
10
playstyles.
seconds
The Ice
remaining.
can go mid, Mushi can go somewhere else, Burning can just take up the off lane
5
role as a
seconds
prophet and all that
remaining.
stuff. And it just makes it very hard to actually play against them. Is like you never know when you might face the Ice Invoker and stuff like that.
10
So
seconds remaining.
it's similar for Cloud9. They like to do a lot of funny strats. I think Aoi is one of the best theory crafters in any Dota scene. Am
Fnatic's
I
turn
wrong
to
to say that?
pick.
I'm not sure, but Aoi does have some creative strats sometimes, and they might pull something funny. Might even be a Rubik, you know, if they want to play something funny with the.
Yeah,
mean,
you mentioned there's some good spells to steal here. The Overgrowth, Eclipse are all very strong. Pylai Dai's made plays on that here in the past. So that's the other option if they want to run the Envy Naga. But we will see. Clock's a
10
ticking now.
seconds remaining.
There's hardly any bonus time left, so a total
1
of 8
second.
seconds.
Yeah,
5
1 second for
seconds
Fnatic.
remaining.
Don't random. Shadow Fiend
Wow.
it is.
Okay.
Radiant
And
team
yeah, Shadow
pick.
Fiend's good. You have your train to that, so might as well just capitalize on that armor, get a squishy mid that can use the extra bonus.
This
Maybe
hero,
we see Sing Sing go for Exort Quas.
This hero's also good against Naga or Invoker. Like, he'll do fine against either one. Needs a little help early on with the last hitting, but that's what the Living Armor is for. Maybe the Nyx comes in and mana burns his lane opponent a few times. Or just the Chen ganks with pressures with the creep. And he should be fine. So, I like the Shadow Fiend pick because no matter what Cloud9 do with the Naga, they're in decent shape. And Tinker in the end.
Wow, so greedy.
Oh, Alphalane?
It's a support clockwork.
Support.
Is that? Support clockwork?
I think support Naga and Crystal Maiden.
Oh yeah, but that means no carry. Usually we see Aoi with 1, and Hani has gone for rather greedy build on SF, not rushing that bottle, but then again you do need extra stats on the SF when you push in the early game, especially against an Invoker which he thinks he will be facing, but it's not. It's a Tinker, and Tinker has a superbly high damage in comparison to the SF.
Yes, we are back, by the way. I apologize. We had to restart the stream. Something went wrong with the game capture, and it just froze during the transition. But don't worry, guys. You didn't miss anything major. Just some wards being dropped. It looks like Fnatic have actually placed a sentry near their own big camp. We have Cloud9 with a pretty good Observer ward for Bone 7 in the offlane, and we'll run through the lineups very quickly. Cloud9 and Fnatic, if either team wins 2-0, they go to Shanghai, they go to the LAN finals, and they have a shot at $250,000 of prize money. Bone 7 on your offlane Clockwork, Crumbling, Eternal Envy on the solo mid Tinker. First recorded game as a professional player on this hero. AUI 2000 on the Crystal Maiden, Pylai Dire Naga Siren, and that leaves Saint Saint as the safe lane Invoker.
On side of Fnatic, we have No-Tail going into the jungle. The Big Daddy is going to pick up a Centaur right away. We have Hani on the Shadow Fiend middle. Double damage on Fly's Treant Protector. We have Era on the Black-Haired Luna. And finally, we have Trixie on the off-lane. Hopefully he doesn't feed First Blood this game as the Nyx Assassin.
This hero is so freaking hard to kill. With already the Nyx regen and now Living Armor on top of it. It's going to be very annoying to try and
Are you sure about that, LD?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that, LD? Okay, he's
pretty
got no cold snap just yet. So
mid lane? Oh, they've gone in on Envy here? Oh, the Stomp was already used. I guess it missed. They wouldn't have gotten to kill anyway. It's only a level 1 SF. But they're just trying to secure Hani's early last hits. This is a tough matchup for Shadow Fiend early, but... And actually...
Yeah, because Tinker's right-click damage is so high.
And also he can just laser you, so until you have Raze, you can't even use that to secure last hits, so it's quite annoying.
Yeah, laser spam is just annoying in general, and it does a lot of damage as well. And if you get ticked down by the early right click, I know Crystal made a disconnect.
What a time to disconnect too. Just started running back right as the stomp hit on 2, but Hani's also out of the lane. You know, unfortunate.
No doesn't have test, no kill.
Would he have been in range for oh, you know what? He's 1 creep from level 2. If he had Nova and Frostbite, Envy has a rocket. They get this first blood if he has 1 more creep of experience. And which he might have had from diving this range creep. I don't know. That disconnect might have cost them first blood.
Yeah. But yeah, No-Tail is not getting a kill either, so it's not much of a tactical pause or anything. Yeah, I don't think it's a tactical pause of any sort. Tinker is stunned up. It's a level 1 rocket. It's gonna be close though. It does 75 damage at level 1.
Yeah, with the Nova and a few right clicks might have been enough. No-Tail doesn't have Test of Faith either, though he is also close to his level 2. But in the end, doesn't look like anyone should die.
Yeah, it's just a lot of damage, but the more greedy one has been... Well, both of them have enough tangos, I think, with the both supports coming in. Crystal Maiden should avoid taking too much damage because she doesn't have the regen to take it. She has boots very shortly. I think Aoi does play a little bit greedy when he plays Crystal Maiden. He doesn't buy too much early on. Oh man, he's singing the song, feelings crumbling, a sound of tumbling for a dread.
Aren't you supposed to sing it?
I don't know, I can't remember the tune yet, but I'm not too comfortable singing in public, LD. Yo, Mana, or whatever your name is by now. I mean, this real nickname or report. No-Tail, this being No-Tail.
Dude, this Centaur is pretty scary up close. Look at Tinker. It's like, don't hit me. Don't break my arms.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the whole posture as well.
It wouldn't be a deciding game if it wasn't started off with a very, very long pause. So this means it'll be good, though. Whenever you get a long pause like this, you always get an excellent game. That's just the laws of Dota. So I'm happy. Good game secured.
No, I want to see if his Tinker actually works out for him. Not having played the hero ever is kind of tough. And look, that just good friends. They're sharing a little bit of smack talk.
Apparently they have decided the... Apparently there was some misunderstanding about the rules. It sounds like Empire may not be out if there is a 1-1 tie here. Just want to give everyone a heads up.
Okay.
But
Not
confirmed. The admins are looking into it, but yeah. They just said, we're still discussing the situation. Our rule is blah, blah, blah. Empire won't be out.
Yeah.
If there's a... Whoever wins this series advances, but if there's a tie, then I guess it's just a 5-way tie at that point, it sounds like.
So, yeah, that's what I heard as well. I heard a 5-way tie in chat, but... So, if Cloud9 or Fnatic win this clean slate 2-0, they go on. Who's guaranteed a slot already?
Whoever wins this 2-0 goes on. Nobody's guaranteed a slot. No. If it's 2-0, then it's Alliance and Dogma was what they told me. But with Empire also in the mix, I don't know.
Oh, so regardless of this, Empire and Dogma will survive?
I don't know the other. I just know if one team wins 2-0, they advance. That's all I know. That's all I know.
Okay.
If it's 1-1, I have no clue what happens, and I don't know what happens to the second slot. So the admins are discussing it.
So any team that wins here will not actually knock out anyone, so to speak. Or will the loser go home?
Yeah, loser, I don't know. I think loser's got less points. I think loser is eliminated if someone gets 2-0'd. But I'm not sure. Let's just see what happens. Let's see what the results are. We'll try and get firm confirmation for the admins. Yeah, they've told us... we thought it was one thing. It seems like there was some misinterpretation or just confusion about the way the rules were worded. They were originally written in Chinese and translated, so it might have been a translation issue. But where's Winter when we need him, you know?
Yeah, I can read very little Chinese. I can speak better, I think.
If you're not like a super fluent in reading, then I feel like it'll just cause more problems than it solved to try and translate.
Yeah, it'll be fun though. It'll be fun.
Forever paused.
Who is true for WPC? There have been so many qualifiers recently for China.
Who is through? Oh, in Asia? Asia's still ongoing. There's no teams have qualified, no teams are knocked out. It's still quite early in the Eastern Division's group stages. Only 6 teams advance. There's 6 teams from East and 2 from West.
Okay.
So a total of 8.
It's mainly a Chinese thing. They just want the best from the West to add to the competition, I guess. And Aoi, OMG, sorry, no tail reports, LD mutes, and here we go. No?
Yep, hopefully. Soon. Well, I'm just waiting for the unpause, so we'll get into it.
Says OB.
We gotta pace ourselves here, Lysander. You know, the thing is, if it's a 5-way tie, then
I don't even want to think about it.
Do we play another 10 games and do a full group stage? Oh, please don't come to that. For my sanity. Bottom lane, Sing Sing taking harassment. They already used this cold snap, and nope, they're not going to go any further. Envy's just chasing the creeps for a deny. He gets his deny too. No free last hits for Hani.
They're diving. Oh no. Aoi
is level 2, but he took the aura at level 2. Interesting. I feel like, well, they don't know that. Oh, bottom lane. I missed it. Damn it. They were going on the Nyx, but I didn't check back, so they get the kill.
I mean, it's Trixie. How could you not check it?
Well, you said they're going.
They were going.
No, he didn't even have Nova.
No, as in like
I'm throwing you under the bus for this one.
Okay. We missed First Blood together.
Yes.
But it's Trixie. It's his fault.
Even though it was only me on the camera. But yeah, we missed it together. So he was playing really aggressively. Naga hit level 2 and had just with the additional ensnare time, they had just enough to get the kill. Meanwhile, in the jungle, Fly gets caught out here. This could be a potential solo kill. There's no living armor available, but Era, is he going to look to tank the Leech Seed, keeping him alive? Fly, okay for now. Now Era's on the hot pursuit. He's got a level 2 Lucent Beam. Not enough.
Yeah,
but Bone 7 creating space.
Again. Trixie was about to be feeding again. And oh, he managed to spike
Oh, no, they don't have the combo from Naga. I think they need the Riptide and the net to get this kill.
He managed to spike the Riptide just now, so that saved him. Otherwise, he would have died. But
Oh, Envy gets netted up mid. Now the raises come out. One raise from Hani, but it's only level 2. Not enough to get the kill just yet. This mid lane is...
Tinker has good armor, so it's very tough to bring him down in the early game.
You need the triple. You need the 3 points in raise, and you have to hit the triple raise to get that kill, I think.
Tinker has good base strength, and he has good base armor, so that makes him very tough to bring down. He has good base damage as well. The only thing about him is his low attack speed, if you count that much. But early game doesn't really matter, so he's really good in laning actually. And Bone 7 gonna be forcing Era out. He has no mana, Era.
See, the issue for Fnatic is they're running basically 2 melee heroes against a Clockwork. Tree is just not good at zoning out Clockwork, so this lane is going extremely well for Cloud9 as a result. Bone 7 already level 4. You compare that to Trixie, he is getting his levels, but gave up the kill and is in constant danger of dying in comparison, so... Yeah, I think
regeneration for Paladai.
Cloud9 getting the advantage here.
Oh, Trixie's gonna be even happier here because Paladai's guarding it. Trixie's like, thank you.
What? Oh, he just took it. He just randomly took it right as the Nyx walked up. Yeah, that's some Jedi stuff there.
Well, the order for it to take it came a lot earlier.
Oh, top lane! Era could get solo kill. Can he get off Elusive Beam? He can't! Bone 7! Gargantuan-sized plays from him. Just kept on battery assaulting him. There was no creeps there to tank it, and just couldn't get the cast off. What a player.
Yeah, middle lane. The Frostbite was going onto the Dark Troll, and No-Tail sent it back, so he spends a lot of mana there.
I like this from Fnatic as well. They placed the Sentry Ward. First of all, when No-Tail came mid, he wanted to D-Ward, and he's also blocking the Ancients here, so he made sure they didn't have vision of him, and now the Ancient stacks won't work. Well,
it will.
It will. It'll dispel. Oh no. Bad luck there. I think that's the first time AUI attempted it as well, because he has not tried to D-Ward.
I don't know, man. Tinker seems to be like an Isama hero. Benefits from stacking, and that's one of the things he really likes doing.
He's the stack master, yo.
Yeah. And Tinker can be spelled with 2 E's inside, so...
I'm a little bit worried about Fnatic dealing with this Clockwork, though. He's gonna hit a fast level 7, and this hero can just go... He can go kill Shadow Fiend... Even a hero like Trian is not safe in the 1v1 situation, not to mention the Luna. So I think this Clockwork could snowball completely out of control, and in fact, he's already level 6, so... Well, Era, Fly, they gotta be careful. Living Armor is not enough if he gets an isolated Luna in the cogs.
Yeah, Aoi's here as well. And Era could just get hooked right away. The Crystal Nova as well, no running away. Luna, Sunstrike as well, extra Suntan, and well, bye-bye. Fly is out of mana as well, so he tried to save the Luna there. But that was a good smoke gank. Cloud9 once again securing more early game advantage, and that's a level 4 for Crystal Maiden. That's the best part about it. That's how Aoi gets his levels. And now with an Observer planted down, he is going to be able to keep tabs on any rotations coming from the back of the tower.
Trixie under heavy pressure bottom, but should be okay. This is
spike it already.
Yeah, this just goes back to the lane matchup. Like, normally we've seen Clockwork is less effective, but when you basically run 2 melee heroes against him, he's going to have a good time, and this is why you go that battery assault build. He almost got a solo kill on Tree, he does kill the Luna, and he is single-handedly giving them a good start, and they need it, because they're getting out-farmed, actually, in 2 lanes. Not by a lot, but running Shadow Fiend Luna and not giving up too many kills and farming is very good for Fnatic, so...
Laning Chen, jungling SF. Fnatic. And Isama is already stacking, he's stacking his own creeps. Doesn't need to stack Ancients. This guy, he just stacks the side, gets his support to stack the Ancients, and really look at this. It's just farming both creep camps at a time.
It looks like the timing of his march was going to stack this camp. Wow, that's super. That's some efficiency from EE.
Man, I think this is a secret strat. Should have saved it for TI4.
Yeah, just very efficient jungle play. They're also running the Midas on Sing Sing, and Cloud9 can walk into this mid game with a Clockwork just running around, controlling the map, setting up plays all over the place. And the best part is they're keeping Envy off the map, which means who's going to gank him? He's not visible mid. It's pretty risky to just go hunting for him in the jungle. They'll go top instead.
Type of heroes. Nyx Assassin is not 6 yet, so it's going to be tough. And even with 6, I don't think you can kill Envy solo unless you have follow-up AoE damage. And look at this. Wow, this is amazing, the farm.
Cloud9.
It's Soul Ring. He goes Soul Ring first before the travels. It's okay. Oh, Crystal Maiden goes down top lane.
That's pretty common. That just means that you can constantly rearm March and be more efficient with your farming. Even if you get travels, it's like you use 1 March, you rearm, and you pretty much have to go back to base.
Because when you have big stacks or a big burst of gold, sometimes it's better to get the travels first. I guess.
He only has the thing is he doesn't have a big stack. Oh, in the jungle, off on his own. Bone7 went hunting for Hani. He'll find him too. Bone7 making all the plays to start off this game. Yet another solo kill. I don't know if he smoked or just walked his way into the jungle, but man, that is such an important hero to bring down. Denies the Shadow Fiend's farm.
Plus the killing spree and the face boots picked up on him. Because of the CM aura, he can actually play pretty safe, and he can actually play pretty greedy in terms of that. Face boots allows you to catch up with a lot of heroes early on. And if they try to sidestep your hook with face boots, you can catch up to them and caulk them in. But that's one of the important things about the face boots. Gives you more right click power as well, instead of going for arcanes because of CM. And E just made Trixie waste the spike carpet. A little small play, but
yeah, Envy's farming freely as well.
Oh, error. Okay, no, living armor keeps him alive. But I'd like to say that No-Tail, he actually wasted a lot of time middle because Hani gave him the mid lane to stack up the jungle on his own, and No-Tail didn't really do any jungling, didn't do any ganking, and they did get CM eventually in the top lane with the smoke, but No-Tail spent a lot of jungle time in the lane, so I feel that that might have hurt him a little bit.
Look at this. Just both teams very, very much parked in their own jungles. We've seen the Midas come out. They're stacking Ancients. The Shadow Fiend hasn't gone Midas yet. I wonder if Hani will go back for one. He's not had the best game with that death. Aside from that, though, he's farming pretty well. But giving up a kill like that on the Shadow Fiend, big loss. You lose your souls, and Tinker hasn't died. That's a concern for Fnatic. This will be a pretty fast boots of travel. No-Tail comes in. He's got to block this hookshot with a Centaur. Can he do it? The Rocket Flare's there, just fishing for an opening. They won't commit. Sunstrike. Oh, he snipes him out. Sing Sing. He was so worried about getting hooked that he spent probably all of his attention on just trying to block the hook and forgot about the Sunstrike.
Watch this, guys. And what do you think Sing Sing is gonna go? Eel Scepter? I'd like to see the combo.
The Scandal build, do you think?
Even Mechanism as well. Do you think it's Dr. Carl? Or is it Red Carl?
What do you think?
I think Red Carl would be nice. They have Naga.
I like Rat more as well with the Tinker. Cloud9's teamfight isn't bad, but I think they're just better off.
Put you out of context now. There's a double stun setup here for Trixie. And a hit, yep, double strike with a Vendetta as well. The Sunstrike does force Hani back though. So now Trixie, you might be in trouble. He's getting focused now. They say, hey, wait, that's a juicy buff. And they might find him instead. The rocket flying really high. Oh, Trixie, oh, they go down. Sing Sing's Forge Spirits actually pick him up, and Hani dodges the hook shot, but Bone7 running up to him, not gonna get that kill, so Hani is just gonna swag himself out of there. And I feel that this SF was just left too exposed in this game.
Yeah, he's just gonna be under constant pressure, and as soon as Tinker has boots of travel, which, well, yeah, gee willikers, he's got them now at 11 minutes. He's got all his items, the boots of travel, Soul Ring bottle, and even started No Talisman. Now we can just go straight into the Blink Dagger. SF is never going to be able to farm a lane safely, because he'll just constantly be worried about the hookshot ganks, potentially the Invoker coming in with a Cold Snap. There's also the Song to set up the initiation, and he'll have to go to the woods, but with the constant pressure in every lane, with maybe a Necro coming out for the Invoker, it's only a matter of time before these towers start falling, so this is very big trouble for Fnatic. The pressure has just begun from Cloud9.
Yeah, the Shadow Fiend really needs to step up, but I think this Tinker pick was what seals the deal. Even if he can destroy creep waves, he cannot deal with much spam pushing your waves. And I think that's pretty clever, and you just can't deal with the constant pressure Forge Spirits and Necro units plus Naga Illusions can deal to you with just razors. Especially when there's a threat from Dagon Blink that could come out later on, so Shadow Fiend cannot actually stand under the tower and expose himself like that. He might be in danger. He goes for a Midas though. That's greedy against a push.
Oh, I just think they don't have another option. Like, even if the Nyx goes around ganking, who's going to join him? He's just going to be ganking on his own. Maybe he can kill Envy if Envy's low, but that's really it. So they pretty much have to just win this by massively outfarming their opponents. And if Cloud9 just ward off the Ancients, push down the towers, and control the map, I mean, first of all, I think Cloud9's fine late game. They've got Naga who can go for the late Radiance. They have Invoker Tinker who scale pretty well into late. I don't even think they're worried about that, so...
I think Fnatic trashes late game though. They have two really strong heroes that can destroy Naga. Okay, maybe not SF so much, but Luna really wrecks Naga in late game even though
That's true, but she's not that farmed is the thing. Just went Dominator, didn't go Midas, and Hasn't been getting ancient stacks off is the big
Yeah, but
problem.
Palai won't be farming as well. He's a support Naga, so...
Not now. Not now. This
Yeah.
is more like once the Tinker and Invoker have their items, he'll go back for
Dire's
Radiance
bottom
later
tower
on.
is under attack.
Yeah, it could happen. Well, Luna has to farm up real fast. She didn't go for Midas, so I assume she's gonna take a combat role, maybe drums, not BKB. Maybe straight for the BKB.
I don't think that they can't... Like, what does BKB do this game, though? I think you've just got to go greedy here. Go Yasha, go Manta, because
Dire's bottom tower
they
is
can just
under
split push. The March will destroy you anyway. They've got the Ensnare for that as well, and Hookshot, so... They're not going to get to team fight.
Drafted. Oh,
Maybe.
Bonchan? Bone 7. Nah, that's a no fun. Lady Naga sings his way out of trouble.
It's just like, to
6-1.
me, Fnatic, it goes back to what you
Dire's
pointed out, where
middle
No-Tail
tower is
didn't
under
find
attack.
many openings in the laning stage. That's what put Fnatic in a difficult position. They were running such a passive support and tree. They were supposed to win their lanes, and especially the Chen was supposed to make things happen, but instead, Stainsing's off to a good start, Envy's off to a good start, and Bone 7 is as well. So I'm worried
Bone
for
7
them.
was just
Dire's
crushing. He's
middle
going for
tower
Blade
is
Mill,
under
and when
attack.
a Clockwork has time to deviate into Blade Mill, it's usually means he's doing a good job controlling the map. And they are still warding EE's jungle here, the ancient stack. And the hook shot, is it gonna land? Yes, it does land. Arrow is gonna die again. Oh man, what was he doing pushing out so far?
Meanwhile, bottom lane, are they going to go in? No, just backing off.
They should not be able to kill him. Dark Troll comes in, look for a net. But yeah, I don't know what Arrow is doing out there so far.
That was really far off, especially against Cloud9's lineup, who are very good at just isolating you and picking you off if you ever
Dire's middle
overextend.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, Tinker is Blink Dagger now, so he can hide in the trees. And one of the problems with Fnatic's lineup that I think they're getting caught out for is they don't have jumpers. You need a jumper desperately to deal with a Tinker, and you don't have that.
All they have is the Nyx, but Trixie gave up that kill and doesn't have his blink yet, so... And he can't really kill the
Dire's
Tinker
top tower
alone,
is under attack.
unless the Tinker's not a full HP.
I wouldn't consider Nyx Assassin a jumper even, and now he gets caught as a surprise. I think that was a smoke. Was it a smoke, or did he just run up into
Vendetta.
the sentry? I think-
Vendetta.
Tower is
Oh yeah,
under
he ran up
attack.
to the sentry, but he's gonna be fine despite Carapace once again saving his life. But yeah, what I mean by a jumper is like Bat Rider, maybe Quaswex Invoker. It's not even that great, but
Yeah, or
Bat
like
Rider,
Clockwork.
Storm
Clockwork.
Spirit, Ember Spirit, Clock. Yeah, those type of heroes. Even Magnus
Dire's
maybe,
top
but
tower is under attack.
Nyx Assassin is not one of them because he can catch you, but if he's deep in the trees, your team might not even be able to get it to him.
You can just see Cloud9 aren't worried about getting ganked. Bone 7's at half HP, still just freely farming the top lane. AUI's posted up, got a sentry ward down. The Nyx is the only ganker, and if they have sentries everywhere and he doesn't have blink, what can they do? They have to farm. That's all they can rely on. They're stacking Ancients, but Tinker can even steal these, so as long as Cloud9 play their cards right, they have all the cards right now.
This was a very clever outdraft.
It kind of feels that way, although I think if the Chen had gotten more done, maybe Fnatic have more options in the mid game. But yeah, they don't really have that right now.
It could be possible that No-Tail just didn't want to waste the mid XP and Hani wanted to stack the jungle, I guess.
Well,
It doesn't pay off in the end. And he does get early level 6, but he doesn't get any
Dire's
kills.
top
So
tower
he's
is
trading
under attack.
greed for greed. And now, oh, Bone 7 catches Arrow again. KS? No
Nope.
KS. And then
Living armor.
no Eclipse as well. He's just gonna accept he's dead. Make a kill.
And the Eclipse is just pretty useless against Clockwork as well, because that constant battery assault. They're
Luna
just doing such a good
will
job of picking him off.
Channel time.
Did he smoke
Yeah,
for that? Because they have a
Yeah,
lane
he
ward
smoked
here.
for that. It revealed Arrow tried to run, get hooked in the face, and yeah, died.
Okay.
Dire's
Nice
top
No chance
at
tower
all,
is under
and-
attack.
Oh, EE? Not rearming his Soul Ring here. He's just gonna right-click the tower the old-fashioned way.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, Soul Rain is cooling
is
down.
fuck-
Dire's top
Peculiar-
tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
Tinker play, but it's not the worst. It's just peculiar. Normally, you'd see the Tinker spamming March regardless.
Dire's middle tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
I guess he's thinking he doesn't want to march, and then the next TP's in Carapaces and goes for the kill on him, but... Well, he's fine now. He's got the ultimate orb up, so now he can't even be solo killed by the Nyx. And No-Tail will go for a smoke. Maybe he wanted to gank Ancients. No, he's heading mid. It's just AUI mid, though. They're only showing like their weakest hero mid, even if they kill the CM.
Oh, he's dead.
Like, who cares? What are they going to do off of this?
Aoi cares.
Oh, Owie, yeah, that's true. I'm dying, guys.
Boys, I think we lost. Maybe not. What? Oh man, they get 2 kills as a result. Space created and Chen.
What an ultimate by AUI. even if they get that kill, it's not a big deal, but Cloud9 turn it into something magnificent for themselves as well. Meanwhile, top lane, Trixie, very, very low.
Yeah, walking in March is not good. But yeah, wow, that was just perfectly timed. I mean, they hook in onto the Chen,
Dire's
stun him
middle
up,
tower
prevent him
is
from
under
right-clicking, laser to blind the Chen so he doesn't kill AOI, and the extra damage, and
Dire's
Cardi the
middle
catapult
tower
steals the
has
middle tower.
fallen.
So
That was a
Kinda
great ultimate by the
Dire's
CM
top
as
tower
well.
has
Just
fallen.
perfectly timed by AUI, rolls the dice, and
manly.
very manly for the little lady. And now Envy's farming the enemy jungle. This is a game. This is like an Envy game where they get like an early lead and he can just basically win with economy, like purely superior economy and map movement. This is what they were doing at MLG Columbus when they were successful. It was just having the drafts that couldn't be ganked, where they could split push more effectively. They could starve their opponents, and it feels like they just can do whatever they want this game, basically.
Yeah. But speaking of which, Fnatic gonna have Arrow and Hani farm this humongous carnival in the bottom lane.
It's gonna be contested though. Look at this. They're using the forward spirits to move any around. Will start spamming March from the low ground. Fnatic won't give this, or Cloud9 won't give this up without a fight.
Oh man, Envy, there is no limit to his greed. He steals 3 of them! He steals 3, he might steal the 4th. He's gonna get the 4th, I think he will.
Dire's
The
top
March,
tower
oh,
is
it
under
will
attack.
get it! No, he will not, but the hook shot comes in. That's no tail, gonna get caught out here. Bone 7's gonna go down maybe. The Sunstrike, the Requiem of Souls, really, really powerful. Blows up Clockwork, but nearly kills off himself as well. And Crumbling, you're about to crumble? Nope, Trixie, don't miss this stun. Don't miss this one, he does not miss it.
He's out of mana. Blink Dagger being
Crumbling's
kept on
in a lot of
cooldown.
trouble.
Can they get off a leech seed? That's all they need.
Who's the travel? He's running so fast, and he blades to the right side. Is it gonna be good? No. Doesn't have mana.
I think he's in trouble here. No, he might get to use Soul Ring. Did they actually see his mana? They should have. They were chasing him for a while.
Trixie's still looking for him. No.
Dire's bottom tower.
It's too
is
late.
Well,
under
who's the
attack.
travel? It was just pure movement speed. Yeah, it was just walking away actually. How to dodge a gang 101, walk away.
Dire's
And now
top tower
Aoi
is under attack.
gonna be pushing this tower. Despite Carapace. No, not blocking that rocket.
Man,
March will come.
this is rough. And he's just right back bottom applying, or top applying pressure while Sensei pushes in through the rear on the bottom side of the map. And what do Fnatic do? They're just not mobile. They're not equipped for this kind of split push. And this is where Bone 7 finds all kinds of openings. He'll be looking for a pick off here. Hook shot, oh, just barely off the mark. And now he's got it back.
man.
This could be an opening for Fnatic.
Overgrowth. Keeps them all there. No Tail. No Tail somehow dying there. He's gonna get blown up by 4 Spirits. Sing Sing's on a dominating streak. And someone actually cancelled his TP in. Was it Luna? I think someone cancelled his TP in. That could have been a great Eclipse.
Might have been the
setup.
Luna. I'm not sure, actually.
Yeah, Luna cancelled his TP. You see, Tom Portal on cooldown. I think I saw someone coming in, but it cancelled halfway. I think he thought, yeah, maybe bad fight, but No Tail already died for it, and the hook shot was down. So I feel that would have been a big Eclipse with the Overgrowth, but it's level 2 Eclipse as well. So I don't know. The Sunstrike gonna be spread.
Look at the spam from Envy leaping over the top, gets the laser. Oh boy, this is the killer instinct. This is the no mercy phase of the game. He's got a Scythe, 21-minute Scythe, Blink Dagger, Boots of Travel, Soul Ring Bottle. In his first professional game as Tinker. Well,
100% win rate Tinker.
Dire's bottom tower.
Eat your heart out, RTZ. You ain't got nothing on Eternal Envy. There's your Scythe.
Well, people are talking about
Dire's
Dandy
top tower
versus
is under
RTZ. I want to see Isama versus RTZ. Those two have some rivalry going on. And now the Boots of Travel in. Everything is sought for. There are creeps for Eternal Envy to TP to, and now the March spam is going to make Roshan uncontestable.
Yeah, good luck fighting your way in here if you're Fnatic. There's Naga illusions giving them good vision around the pit, and the Roche will fall. And speaking of the Naga, has purchased something. Oh, it's just the drums. He won't go for the Radiance build this
Tinker
game.
Aegis.
With a Hex as well.
Yeah, they gave it to their Lord and Savior. But yeah, you know there are games, LD, where you play and then you feel that it's over, but it doesn't end for 20 minutes.
That's Fnatic's feeling right now.
Yeah. And on a side note, the reverse dream is very possible.
Yes, the reverse dream. Always something that you keep an eye on. You're very gifted dream spotter.
Yep.
It's one of your
All
many
about
talents.
the numbers, yo.
All about the numbers. Well,
Drums
K-pop
will highlight
Tosis would
die.
like that.
Yeah, mine are more of like the life numbers, not the ones of the past.
Yes, those are not as exciting. Hey, we do live stats now. We're all about the live numbers.
Alright. production value. Esports stalled.
But yeah, what can Fnatic do? Like, they can't show themselves in the lane unless there's 5, and even then they could still just get songed and then dropped by March spam and a lot of AoE follow-up, even from Sing Sing, who now is the value point in Wex, so...
Yeah, this is those kind of games. This is those kind of games where you drafted yourself, you thought, hey, that's pretty cool, we have Chen, nice heal, with Trian, protect our towers. It's like you draft a really cute stunless lineup, and then suddenly you realize at the 5th pick, you forgot to ban Storm Spirit. It's those kind of games where you're like, oh shit, what are we gonna do now? You try and rush up a Hex, it doesn't work out, you just get crushed.
I mean, it all goes back to the draft where, remember the Naga, there was always that open question of, is it a carry Naga? They actually banned Morphling, they thought it was support, and they were right about that, but they did not ban the right carry, I guess, in retrospect, because Tinker was just like the ultimate pick if Cloud9 ever got the slightest lead. And it also goes back to, like, Triant just not very good against Clockwork as a lane support.
Clockwork is pretty... Yep, Clockwork is pretty strong. I know, man. No tail. Getting destroyed by Sing Sing. But yeah,
where did he even go down?
Clockwork usually destroys dual lanes in general, actually.
Mid lane, there's a Hex. Hookshot initiation. Bone 7 finds Hani, but unwinds the Requiem. The Blade Mail won't do squad for him. That's a much needed kill. They saw him, but to no avail. He got Sunstriked at the tier... Oh, wow. Envy blinking into this BKB. He fears nothing. And yeah,
definitely blast as well. The net will keep him in position. The Frostbite, interesting eclipse here from the side. Era gonna bunch up on a bunch. Gonna eclipse a bunch of creeps. The ensnare comes off cooldown in 6 seconds. The Hand of God will not keep anyone alive. And somehow, oh well, Trixie stays alive there. So he's gonna be tanking his lucky stars, I guess. But yeah, that was Clockwork. A little bit too zealous there.
So Sing Sing just Sunstriked. Who was it? The Chen at the tier 3.
Tilt, yeah,
tier 4.
Yeah, just shot him down without any vision.
Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't even see him drop low to begin with, but this is just a spam lineup. They constantly can just nuke you out of lane with everything. Riptide, March, Rockets, multiple Rockets. They've got 2 kinds.
Time for Aghanims.
Tinker Eggs. They're honestly far enough ahead that I don't even think it would be a bad choice, but there is double BKB.
I mean, if you spam Rockets before entering the base...
Yeah, he should
they can't BKB for that.
Yeah, it's true.
4 heroes getting hit at a time, I don't think that's fun.
I'm down for that. Shivas is always an option as well if you want to play it safe. He can get whatever he wants, man. Honestly,
he really has no mercy today. Getting BKB on every game. Maybe you get BKB for this game just to prove a point.
What a way for Cloud9 to start off. So if they go on to win this, which seems rather likely right now, then they are 1 win away from a trip to Shanghai. Even if they lose. Well, oh god, if they lose, we might have a fresh 5-way tiebreak group stage. I see there's like 40 messages in the event chat, so I imagine the rules were being discussed. And if we have a pause, I'll go check them out. But for now, it's just aggression all over the map from Cloud9.
This looks pretty good for Cloud9. I find it hard for them to throw. There's a little bit of a gank in the jungle. Hani's on a killing spree, and Crystal Beta gets brought down. I think Fnatic are making the best out of bad situation. They're trying to do what they can. And it's not to say that they're completely out if they catch Cloud9 being callous.
If Cloud9 overextend into Fnatic's base and they just like walk into the Eclipse and Requiem, I think that's, and there's maybe a 2-3 hero impale from Trixie. That's probably the recipe for the fight to go the other way. But when you've got Naga Illusions to tank the Eclipse, when Cloud9 don't have to enter the base for 20-30 minutes, they can just keep on farming. It gets tough. I think the main thing they need to do is keep on warding the Ancients and don't let Fnatic sneak a Roche. Those are the 2 keys for me for Cloud9. And he's got Bloodstone.
Maybe get it for themselves as well after E-Summons one time.
Bloodstone. I actually like Bloodstone on Tinker.
I don't know. It's not that great, I feel.
I guess the main reason to get it now is so if the game goes late and you're doing well, then you have the practically instant respawn. It's normally like a 6th item to me though. You get it like after you've got your Shivas, your Scythe, your Dagon 5 E-Blade, and Boots of Travel. That would be your last, and maybe your Blink Dagger. Like you can think about having a Bloodstone at that point. But with this, Envy's basically gonna have 3 lives if he gets a couple kills for the next team fight. Although I think the Aegis expires soon.
The Aegis has 30 seconds.
I don't
strike again from Sing Sing. Oh,
hits no tail.
Nearly hits no tail.
Okay.
I think.
Jeez.
No, it hits it.
Make it stop. It's just the Hellfire keeps on raining down on them.
Yeah. No Tail's another guy that expresses a lot of frustration when he streams.
Radiant's bottom
And they'll look to
tower
break
is
the
under
base here.
attack.
Maybe not fully, but they'll just begin to mount a siege. Back comes Eternal Envy into the fight. He's got an extra life here. I think the Aegis has about a minute. Blinking over the top, starts spamming up the
Can't use
march.
the regen. Nice regen.
Trixie's looking to go in, but his Blink Dagger keeps on getting cancelled. He can't walk in range to initiate. And he can't stand here either. He's just going to tick down to the march. They're pinging him like, dude, you can't stand there, but you got to do something. And it's too late.
Look at that. The march.
He's going to die to the march. They can't even fight. They can't fight. This is like the Dogma game earlier, except like this team actually could just GG out because they can't walk near their Rex. That's way too much march. Oh my god.
Wow.
They can't even walk near the Rex. It's hopeless. This is actually hopeless. This is... oh man.
Your Holiness. Your Holiness.
This takes no mercy to a whole new level.
Yeah.
Don't even allow them the pretense of being able to fight. And he might actually be going eggs. Maybe it's BKB.
Oh.
Could be eggs.
Yeah, proof of point, get BKB. But Bone 7, he's going for the Maelstrom. Something I've seen him do before. He does go a little bit semi-carish on his clockwork. He just beats up whoever is with him in that power cogs. And he might do it again for this Rax. Oh no.
But Blake in, Trixie will try to initiate. He does impale too. Now they're going to look to go. Uh-oh. Requiem, but they just songed. Oh, the song gets cancelled immediately by Pilot. No, they're BKB. Never mind. He's kept it up. He's kept it up.
Oh, no. Oh, the hookshot lands on 2. Now SF is in trouble, pushes him out with the cogs. The Eclipse is doing good. Zing is dropping real low. Crumbling, dropping low as well. Is he gonna blink away? He gets loose. Beams an ultra kill here from their Era. Wow, 4 kills in a row. That was a great overgrowth. The buyback here from the Shadow Fiend. Crumbling buys back as well. Isama. Oh man, they got destroyed there. It was close to a rampage if Era decided to run him down. Now he has 3,000.
That's the one way they can lose the fight. That's the one way they can lose the fight is if they walk into the choke point, get caught by overgrowth, impale on 2-3 heroes, and then the Requiem eclipses their follow-up. Oh, jeez. Fnatic heading on for dear life. Up 25k gold. Cloud9. They have one lane of Rex. They should be able to win from here if they play their cards right. But should they make more mistakes like that, maybe Fnatic have that, 1 in a million chance to turn this game around. Never say never, I suppose. Yeah. They did have to buy back on the SF there. Envy also bought back to very little avail. That was not a necessary buyback.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of rage buybacks, I guess. But we will not doubt your holiness, so we're just gonna watch him ancient stack some more, and we'll see if it's an Aghanim's. I really hope it's an Aghanim's. 4 rockets, he could make it work. If it's anyone that could make interesting builds work. Tinker's Aghanim's has been looked at. I think Dandy says it's not so good.
Well, you're normally not this far ahead though when you play Tinker. Maybe it's good if they they don't have, they have 2 BKBs. I think the safer build is going to be like your Shivas, maybe your Lincoln Sphere even to deal with the Nyx initiation. But there's a Maelstrom up on Bone 7. He's going for a Mjolnir.
Yeah, he goes for the combat
clock. Yeah.
And RTZ's in chat now, admiring the work of His Holiness.
Has he approved?
I don't know. The the chat's all March boys, no mercy, Isama, eternal march.
Eternal march.
I think that's good.
No rest till TI4.
But Bone 7, yeah, the Mjolnir is really good as well. After the change, I think Mjolnir has become a very, very powerful item because it does shock in a huge AoE. It's a cone shape now instead of just shocking one target. So it's really big now.
And they also increased the AoE as well, I believe.
Oh no, they smoke when there are mega creeps in their top lane, so they have to use the no-tails creeps to try and deal with it. But I don't think the ancient neutrals can deal with the mega creeps. And this smoke gang might be a little bit too obvious, I feel.
By the way, you could see Pilot up to 2,000 gold. If they can't break the base now, they will back off and just start farming the Naga as well. And they'll go for more of a true Tricore.
Yeah, Naga is...
It will be very late, but hey, I mean, look how farmed Era is. Look how farmed Hani is. They're not that outrageously farmed.
Era did get an ultra kill though. So.
Yes. But even with the ultra kill, he's still at 12k net worth. He's not even ahead of his own Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, Isama 650 GPM. Oh man.
It's not even his GPM.
Oh,
although
it's BKB.
It's also just him keeping them down so well.
BKB, guys. It's BKB. Isama is not showing mercy today. You laughed at him on Reddit. A lot of people hating him on Reddit, like saying Isama doesn't know how to buy BKB, he doesn't know how to use it and all that, but I mean, look at this guy, he's buying BKB just to prove a point.
Well, he buys it when he thinks it's a good item. In this game, he thinks it's a good item. Last game, I guess he did as well. And I like how he doesn't care what the traditional builds are. Like, sure, sometimes his builds are questionable, but at least he's not afraid to try something different. We'll see. BKB a good choice. You cannot rearm it, but it's still a very strong item on Tinker. Just for that first fight. Basically, he could just wait for Fnatic to pop their BKBs and then immediately pop his.
It's gonna help him dodge all the Eclipse and Raccoon damage. It doesn't help him get out of Overgrowth though, and now there's a smoke there. Fnatic on the low ground, Cloud9 on the high ground. This is bad.
They got revealed, they're just standing there.
The rockets will fly, and oh, they're just gonna ancient march up Roshan, and I don't think they will fight it now. I think, yeah, he's just gonna spam. He has BKB as well. It will be ill-advised to go in there. Fnatic are taking much damage for free though.
What an obnoxious little position to fight from. If Fnatic don't have a Bat Rider, they don't have any easy way into this pit. Yeah, they can't really fight
jumpers,
this.
like I said. Then, speaking of which, Cloud9 does have one themselves, and now Bone7 gets the free kill in the next assassin. Got a little bit too close to the sentry walls. Oh, are they gonna snare him up? Yeah, they will catch Fly with the song. That's at least one kill. 2 kills on No Tail as well. So that's gonna be a kill there. That's No Tail dead. That's a Hex there on Fly as well. That's gonna be 2 supports down. This could be another Rex for Cloud9 in game 1, possibly.
Celebratory BKB here from Eternal Envy.
No mercy, presses the button.
No mercy even on my BKB charges. Even they too shall fall. In the end, there can only be Ii-sama. Well, Cloud9 will go for the GG here, and Fnatic, that's just been a demoralizing loss for them. They've been basically unable to do anything for 15 to 20 minutes. They had one good fight mid, but that was only because Cloud9 made mistakes, and without Cloud9 mistakes, it's checkmate.
Alright, here comes the proper flux, as Malini would call it, for the March spam, and there we go. I think the tower is gonna go down without any contest. Trian doesn't have Blink Dagger, so he will not be hopping in at any time. There is a blink on to Trixie, he could try for something. And it looks like they're backing off. Isama doesn't want to risk it. He doesn't have the Aegis, it's on Sing Sing.
Yeah, double BKB, Sing Sing's had one on himself as well, and but the 2 BKBs, Fnatic are just relying on physical damage, and what do they actually have? Shadow Fiend with Luna Aura hits decently hard, but I don't think it's enough damage yet. They've got an AC on their Invoker, just the ideal items for breaking through. Fnatic, they need that amazing team fight combination again, but this time they've got to do with an Aegis on Sing Sing and the Envy buyback potentially. No, here's BKB now, here we go! Jumps right in! Hani unwinds the Requiem, but Envy's at full HP, just spamming March after March. He's not doing enough damage yet though. Hani does manage to beat down one, but suddenly out comes the Eclipse. Envy dropping pretty fast, still alive, and now Arrow will fall. 2 heroes dead. The Shadow Fiend desperately trying to survive. Fly heard it off.
Do you see that?
Sunstrike! Jukes it.
Do you see that?
What?
EE just killed himself. He suicided to heal his whole team. He died for your sins. And now he buys back into the game, saves his whole team. The GG call comes out, and well, the explosion of the throne will save Fly another death. But that was some sick play. I was wondering how they got healed. Is there cheese or something? But Bone7 survived. I think Crystal Maiden. It was pretty much over at that point, but still, Isam made sure none of his teammates died and bought back.
Like you said, couldn't have put it better, Lysander. Isama died for your sins. Now he's resurrected.
Yeah.
And Cloud9 are 1 win away from going to Shanghai. If they beat Fnatic in this next game, they will be on top of Alliance, Empire, Fnatic, and Dogma. 4 of the top teams in the West, basically just missing Na'Vi from that list. Maybe EG, but there's no American teams, or fully American teams, in this qualifier. Can they do it? Can they take this last win? Will they fall short? What do you think?
I don't know, man. He does not seem to be losing his way anytime soon. And he's picked up BKB 3 games in a row now. I think it's got this. BKB 100% win rate on EE. If he gets it as a first core item.
Alright guys, well there's been some heated discussion about the tiebreaker format. We'll hopefully have that information for you soon. But for now, that wraps up our 7th game of the day. We've got one more coming up. Cloud9 versus Fnatic, the final match. Can Cloud9 do it? Can they punch their ticket to Shanghai? We'll get all the answers to that right after this. Stay with us.